I believe you guys have seen some 1 or 2 responses from Dr. UN, aka Dr. Fojo, on social media. I don't know whether he's aware of what he's saying or he's not aware. Some people have recorded the doctor in various areas or from various quarters, and the man is saying this and that. When we come back, we'll be analyzing some of the things he's saying, and again, you find out whether whatever he did was consciously done or maybe it was an error on his part. I've also heard people saying, oh, the man is even mentally unstable, so we should not take some of these things very seriously. Well, I don't know what you think, though. We are still going to have a discussion on the Dr. UN. In fact, he is very strong. You know, in Ghana, there is something called savings and loans, where if you start trending, someone will come and save you. So, doctor started trending, and as it stands now, no one has saved him. I think over the weekend, I saw some big brethren, Ghana or whatever, trying to save Dr. But still, Shatawale did the live video, and again, the doctor was in there. So this is what we're going to do. Now, whether formally or informally, the guy is granting, let me call it, interviews or responses to some people, as in Dr. Fojo, aka Dr. UN. And again, I'll be reading a story to you that says that finally, we have every proof that suggests everything the man did was fake. I remember last Friday we discussed it. Yeah, some of my people were not too sure whether to go straight to say, yes, okay, so the guy has succeeded in scamming our people or not, because they were waiting for some information. Now that information is out. So let me read this story to you so that we can seal this discussion today. We're going to seal this discussion today. Now, I'll be reading from nydjlive.com, who has published on his website that United Nations in Ghana issues disclaimer on Blueprint Global Challenge Awards by Dr. Fojo. United Nations in Ghana issues disclaimer on Blueprint Global Challenge Awards by Dr. Fojo. The story is here. The Ghanaian office of the United Nations has distanced itself from the much talked about Blueprint Global Challenge Awards organized by one Dr. Fojo. The Ghanaian office, in a public disclaimer chanced on by Ghana's Hub for Pop Culture and Urban Entertainment News, nydj.com, reads: the attention of the United Nations in Ghana has been drawn to news reports of an award purported to be associated with the United Nations and the Kofi Annan Foundation. The United Nations in Ghana wishes to state categorically that the United Nations, either in Ghana or anywhere else, has no affiliation with the Blueprint Global Challenge Awards, nor with the organization Blueprint Mission or its personnel in any way, shape or form. The UN advises that all genuine UN notices follow strict rules and procedures and are announced or published on UN websites. We advise the general public to access genuine information by visiting the relevant UN agencies' website or the UN Ghana website. Now, the UN in Ghana remains committed to working with the government of Ghana and its people to deliver on its mandate to achieve the sustainable development goals and support Ghana attain its development objectives. Days ago, a number of high-profile Ghanaian celebrities, politicians, pastors, and several others were scammed into receiving awards alleged to be organized on behalf of the United Nations. This is the story so far. So now, no fears to say that our top celebrities have been scammed. This is enough proof, and this is the end of the story. So in one of the responses to people, the Dr. UN guy said this. Please listen and listen attentively.
We are going to do a press briefing.
That's good. So what it means is that you are having a press briefing tomorrow, right?
Yes.
You're having it tomorrow.
We have to get a press briefing.
So with the allegations that the awards are fake, it's not true, right?
I've already spoken that. I don't know. It's because they have beefs between themselves.
Yeah.
They are
creating that confusion, yeah. Right?
But
as for you, you know that the thing is a genuine stuff that you give them.
Behind us, I can't do that. And I'm a credible person. I'm a diplomat.
Okay.
So I respect humanity.
So what it means is that all the awards that you gave them were genuine.
Genuine
right?
awards. I can't invest in that award without profit, and I'll say, what name would I want from them?
Yeah.
I would have really used the money to take care of my children.
But yesterday they said you were bragging at the spot in Kumasi. Then
That's not true. People entrapped me. I went there to buy
they
food.
entrapped you. Where was that? Where was that?
Yesterday. I went there to buy food. I'm happy that you are taking it off.
Yeah, it's live for people to see you.
I went there to buy food.
And
then people started asking, why is that you are affiliated to multimedia people? And so I said, they helped me. If anything at all, I can say that they are like I made it more like blood kind of relation.
Okay.
They are like me and they are
your friends, like if you
no, but I mentioned some words that we're not supposed to mention because they were challenging me so much there.
You didn't like that?
I didn't like that. I can't speak against Natanato. I can't speak against DJ Black and all the people at multimedia.
Yeah.
They are the whole world. If we say we are to compare them to other outstanding channels, they are number one, and I can't defame or destroy their name.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. The guys pushed me to the wall. Maybe I mentioned age and co.
But I think you know one thing. I think they tried to find out whether you were directly affiliated to UN.
I am personally directly affiliated to the UN and my organizations. I have more than 10 organizations.
Oh, I see.
And the transformation, people haven't done their research.
Oh, okay.
They're just saying anything.
All right.
I have big diplomats who I mentored.
Oh, okay.
No, we can't just come out and be unclean.
Okay.
You understand?
But you know, people have issues.
First off, let me apologize to multimedia. Let me apologize to DJ Black, Natanato. You are great guys, great men. We laugh together. You
and everything, yeah. But you know, most of them are complaining about the the awards, like the objects you use in. They said you just you went through China Mall, you picked some plates and some jars.
Now,
and
will you take their comments when they haven't even they did not witness the spirit of the awards?
But one of them also said that you went when you held that event at Alisa Hotel, you crossed the road to go and buy water to serve your guests. Was that true?
It's not true.
So it seems they are all fabrications, right?
We are in COVID times.
Yeah.
Food serving is one thing that you have to be careful feeding your people in such a crowded area or hall. Number two, we served water because even the water was not served with glasses.
Oh, okay.
So that you will take your precautions and then do what you feel like doing. We didn't want it that way, but that's what the notification came. We had to go that way.
So you know one thing, you are needed in Accra.
I'm everywhere in the world. I just got called from BBC and CNN.
Really? What were they asking?
Those that know me in London and US know me that I'm the man to do this. And
right now, people are saying you're a fraudster. You know, they are looking. They say you've gone to hiding. You're hiding in Kumasi.
Their terms don't define what is intellect.
Yeah.
Their terms, fraudster and scam. Those words do not define my PhD nor my global studies.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of anybody.
That's good.
I respect human rights, and I respect people's idiosyncrasies.
Yeah, that's good.
They should respect me too.
Exactly.
And so for you,
exactly. So for you, the awards are clean. You are credible.
I think it's a press briefing now.
Exactly. People are watching you. So this is Dr. You and Fojo.
That's right.
Reporting live from reporting. You know, I came to Stand Chat to take some money, and I just bumped you. I just ran into Dr. Fojo. You know,
I like you.
He said he will be having his press conference. You should watch out.
I have had calls from BBC, CNN, Al Jazeera.
They wanted to confirm. They wanted to confirm that.
It's not a small name.
Yeah.
And people affiliating UN to me. If you want to talk about UN, what is the UN about? Is it for some class of people?
It's for all of us, right? That's yeah.
Now take my terms because now we are going deeper.
Yeah.
Is it for some kind of people who have schooled somewhere peculiar to enjoy Plaza Street? No.
It's for all of us.
Yeah. Plaza Street is not higher than Massachusetts.
That's good.
We have people from Harvard who are working at White House as presidential fellows. I'm not to review myself because it's not necessary in our landscape.
That's good.
It has to be like we should respect development. I'm an advocate. I brought something out as a mentor of Kofi Annan. The letters are served around to all recipients.
They said that your letterhead even is it's so funny. Like when you see
they are chickies. They are very cheap and chickies.
Why is your office in Accra? Where is your office?
I have so many offices.
Where is it located?
I don't work with few people like
physical presence.
They only know me, but I have more than 100 workers who make me know that this person should be awarded. You can't tell me your scheme when you haven't schooled me where I went.
All right.
I send people abroad to go training to help our own country. The funds never came from any entity.
But did you take any money from those you gave the awards to? Or you had sponsorship?
Philanthropist.
Okay, so you had sponsorship that gave you money.
I use my money more than other people giving me money.
So how much money?
I use more than
so how much
$10,000 or $5,000.
Oh,
I use more than that to invest in this award.
Wow.
People who are talking this way are chickies. They don't respect people who can invest in our development.
Talents, yeah, exactly.
So development.
So how
because
much?
I cannot joke with the names of Honorable S.K. Buafo. You know how deep he has gone achieving his status. Who am I to him to accept?
To tarnish his image with
who am I to Archbishop? He's an Archbishop, Professor, Doctor.
So you know what? How much was spent on last week's event at Alisa? How much?
More than $10,000.
You spent $10,000.
And there's more. Many people didn't come, and you know how much I've lost. People only look for their profits and their only gains.
So you didn't take any money from anybody?
I haven't gained anything.
But people are saying you took some money from Sarkodie before.
Sarkodie never. No. Ask him if he is genuine, and I like him. I don't think he can lie. What money did I take from? Even when I have not even asked of donation from Sarkodie.
From anybody. So
I have asked donation from other people, but Sarkodie as a global icon, as I gave, we named him. Ask him if he's proud of the award or if he's proud of
it. Because most of them, they've gone to their, they've taken the pictures off their social media because they know your awards you gave them were fraudulent. Like
how
they were
did they
funny.
Come by that? That's what I don't understand. How did
they did cross checks with you and Kofi Annan?
Cross checks from where? Are they me? Or is it because me, I'm short and I'm not big handsome, so that nobody want to take it from me?
You know what, Doctor? I have to go to.
Dr. UN. Oh, okay. So I'm dedicating this song to whoever has been scammed by Dr. UN. The song is called Iskoki, aka Fake Malam. Okay, so at this time, I'm sure I can welcome my guest. So we go straight into the talking business. So far, we've listened to Dr. UN on several occasions. I believe this is not the only tape you've seen out. There was a video he was also seen saying, oh, Sarkodie this, Sarkodie that. At the point, he was even sounding disrespectful. But I'm sure it was after that video, this interview was done. And he realized some of the things he said earlier was not necessary. And he corrected them in this particular video. Let me go on straight to... Okay, Adam, welcome. Hope you're good.
By the grace, I'm doing great.
Your firm, as in New Times Corporation, have you guys written any story on Dr. UN so far?
I think the only story I remember is somewhere in 2010 or so where he was arrested in connection with some Millennium Excellence Award for some rural banks,
when he was doing the rural banks awards.
Yes.
Okay.
I think that is the story I remember. I think by this one, we have not carried any story on it yet.
Oh, even the scam thing after awarding or honoring all the celebrities, you guys have not published it?
After his award, it wasn't published.
Why don't you guys respect celebrities?
Oh, we do respect celebrities.
The big celebrities have received honors from a doctor, and you guys are not publishing it. Why?
After the awards, our social media pages, they didn't even post. All those people who were.
Why did you guys know in advance that really something was wrong?
Me, like this, as one of the social media managers,
handlers.
I saw some inconsistency in the name of the scheme, so I was skeptical. So regardless of the fact that Sarkodie has posted it and people were, praising him, I didn't even post it or share it on my page because. As
in even your personal page, you did not even share it.
Yes, because
not to talk about the commercial or the official one.
Yeah, because certain things didn't sync well for me because I realized that the name of the scheme were too plenty. One scheme was known as Global Blueprint. It was known as Public Excellence Awards. It's known as Leadership Skills Service, Kofi Annan Awards, UN Awards. My goodness, what kind of award be this? One award with so many names, and
but I think the global Blueprint is the company name. Yes. That is not a name of the award scheme.
Yeah, but if the man comes to you, because what he says, when I went to his page, I realized certain things, and I became suspicious of the man because I was waiting for this final whistle to sound. I sent a message to the UN Foundation, Kofi Annan Foundation. We've had some collaboration with a woman from there some time ago. Okay. So I sent a question for clarification, and from the indication they were not involved. So how can you say Kofi Annan brought this? Kofi Annan started this. You were doing it. And his foundation, which he has left behind, is not part of it. And that aside...
But he asked a question that some people think, okay, the question is legit. He's saying that why should we only assume that the Kofi Annan thing is only for the elite in society?
That is another point. Sammy, I can see that somebody who is living in a phantom world, he's living in an Ethiopian world, and has a feeling that we are all UN. That is the dream. UN is us. We are UN. So everybody can do something in the name of UN. And one of his videos, he's saying, there is nothing bad in instituting your award, giving it to people. But to attach somebody's brand, though UN is for us, there are formats. Because we actually know if we don't go by format, we will be in an anarchy society. Everybody will do whatever pleases him. So because UN is for us, you cannot just stand up and say my award is for UN. When he went to Angel FM, he told them that this is coming from Kofi Annan, UN, and this is the biggest award in the world and their best morning show in Africa.
He told Captain
Captain and the other guys were clapping. You see, so this clearly falls into...
I hear this morning Captain Smart did not come to work.
Yeah, Kwame did the show.
Why? Because of that award?
I don't know. You know, what he did falls under defrauding by false pretenses. And he's trying to impersonate. He's impersonating brands. He started as far back as June. He was... In Ashanti region, there's all the MMDCs, one more awards. And this man didn't just end there.
Okay, hold it there. My producer is telling me finally he has Dr. Fojo, aka Dr. UN, on the line. That is Facebook data. He has Dr. Fojo. So let's go straight to the line and ask him some pertinent questions. I believe all my panel members, you guys can be on standby to ask some questions as well. Now, Doc, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing today?
I'm great, sir.
Thank you so much for responding to our call, because I know for the past days you have been very busy. You have been very busy. I heard BBC called you, CNN called you. Sure. What were you talking about with them?
Yeah, they want to discover me, know why I did that and what is wrong with our institutions and government and so and so and so.
They want to find out about our institutions in government.
Why the awards, and then how come the struggles before it hit this year.
Oh, okay. So, have you finished with all these interviews?
They keep calling. I have a lot of them every day, including business groups that want to use it to brand it their own way and then make good use of it because it's a hate thing.
Oh, wow. Congratulations. I like the way your name is all over the world. Now, to start with, we've also heard that you'll be staging a press conference maybe this week. Is it happening? And if the press conference about to happen, what are you going to address on the day?
I'm going to address the lies the public is claiming and all that. Mm-hmm. And then we have to be responsible people for good democracy and development. Mm-hmm. I don't just have to say we are doing awards. That's one thing people are not thinking of. They feel they know me alone, but my people, I always make them underground researchers. Mm-hmm. When you come to our office, I think we don't exist. Mm-hmm. Because awards is a competitive game. And when you award this person and you don't award the other, we have faced threats before, 2016, I remember, and all that. So I have a couple of teams that we work with, and so I'm addressing some of things, especially the media don't want to be circumspect, and then we all together change the society. Because Mr. Kofi Annan is not just a small person. Mm-hmm. I don't know how they see him. They see Ghana as so low and cool. We have a good government now. We have subsequent ones have propelled this one to be good or better. We are living in a democratic world, a freedom world that we have to use our heroes, use our institutions to transform communities and society. We don't want to accept that when we say somebody is a global icon and use that person to change just a single community, they don't want to accept it. But they want that person to just be lyrical and be just ad-libbing and talking to the world of nobody knowing you or there. These are countries.
I see. Now, Dr. Fodio, let's be very straight in this conversation because I know already you've had so many talk in town. So far, some of the stories that have come up in your name has been the fact that you have been in the news or you have been a wanted person for some years.
I do not want to address that because people who claim that have not come forward to prove this. And I'm not a young chap to just answer some questions that will disturb me and my family and our future. People, I know already I have enemies in the system, and because I'm spearheading something. It's only Ghana you are seeing this that I'm doing. I have representatives in over 180 countries. And yes, and if we were to launch this, we have been inviting the UN Secretary General for quite a long time. I mean, Antonio Guterres, he has never responded. And I use diplomacy to get what we are doing now. So I don't know why they want to give me their wisdom when we also have a dream to let it come a reality.
I see. All right. So should we ignore or should we discredit a Ghanaian Times story on September 27, 2010?
Discredit it because I really want to face them and tell them that they are cheap.
You want to tell the Ghanaian Times that they are cheap.
Very, very cheap. They should write more, and I'll prove all the workers there that they have not been to a school that they were taught to be sensible and wise and make good notes for the patients.
You mean the whole Doctor? Hold it. You mean the whole Ghanaian Times? They've not been to a school that will teach them to be sensible and wise.
They are very, very cheap and cheaper because that day what happened, our media men came. You are not won't do graphics, daily graphics, graphic communications. You won't do multimedia, Zylofon won't do no. So sure, Papa. At least, answer Chobi. Why do you alone want to discredit me because there's one person or two people there who hate me? And you write, I did not respond to them because I am a self-made person.
Okay.
I move where I want to move. I do whatever I want to do. And I do not care about people who don't respect democracy, people's rights, and people who don't care about development. And so they are cheap. You know how I caught them?
No. How did you catch them?
That didn't happen in 2010.
Yes, September 2010.
Yes, and in 2018, when Kofi Annan passed on, I was in the ceremony for Kofi Annan anniversary because I invited all leaders of the institutions to come. And then it was through the invitation. I saw Ghanaian champs very cheap to entering without even invitation. And that tells me that they don't even know their consonants. Who directed them to come? And you know what? They were about to come to me and ask of Solly.
The Ghanaian Times journalist came to you for Solly.
I want to disgrace them so that nobody does that in this country.
Wow.
Now, I have done a legitimate thing. Look at how they are insulting and giving me names. The fourth estate realm of our landscape. You are not professional. So who should take you rather serious?
Wow. Okay. I'm sure I'll be talking to some of their editors very soon to find out.
I wouldn't mind. I will not respond to them when they come face to face because they have I don't like that. They have stripped themselves. What do you mean? I'm saying
Doctor, is someone disturbing you?
Yeah, I don't like the people around trying to let me stop what I'm saying.
And they don't want you to talk.
They have stripped themselves. Ghanaian Times have stripped themselves. Before I got into what I'm doing, I was once a radio presenter. And so, that you know, I know their business. I will use people to make money. But you respect professionalism.
Okay. Doc, this is my next question. My next question says that yesterday Shatawale had a live video on Facebook, and in the video he said that you actually wanted to feature, or you wanted to have something to do with all the great guys you called to honor, like Sarkodie, like Dave Black. But because you did not get the opportunity, you used this honoree as an excuse to get them. Is Shatawale saying the truth?
Shatawale is right, because I talked to him, I talked to his manager, but that time was not convenient. I think that was last year. Because when you are really an artist or a star to transform society, you always want to be what you have to be. Sometimes you can lead yourself, but when we are coming from the global perspective, we can make you the greater height of star you have to be and transform society.
So are you saying whatever Shatawale said, they were all lies?
No, I have confronted Shatawale before. We have spoken on issues. That season he was raining, and then it was raining positively. He's not lying. It's a fact.
It is a fact that you wanted to reach Sarkodie and the rest, but because you didn't get them, you gave them honors to get them. Is that a fact?
I can't give Shatawale's award to Sarkodie. Sarkodie is iconic. He deserves his honor this year. Shatawale was called. We were to talk on so many things. I think he was busy. He's not a small artist. He was quite tight. We discussed a lot of things. Let me tell you, this one we invited two artists, Sarkodie and D Black. You wouldn't mind this very one we did, inviting Shatawale to be amongst the list. But we foresaw his business, and then how he was not. When somebody says, I'm prepared to accept what you're offering me, then you can go ahead and do it with him. But he's self-made. He's somebody who is himself, and he's a steerman of his own. So, and he never gave us the go-ahead. We also did not invite him. But then he's an honorary in respect because he knows that I have spoken with him before. He's a star, not in the making, already star. He's everywhere in the world. I've met artists like Jay-Z and Co. at the UN Assembly before. But I'm telling you that Shatawale is another superstar.
I see. So in this case, are you rating Shatawale above Sarkodie and D Black? Is that what you are telling us?
I can't say that for now because there is a committee that and it's a big committee that said Sarkodie is to be honored this year.
Oh, I see.
The two stars are really making it. It's like cancel social media.
Now, Doctor, the next question is that I have seen some commentaries from two great personalities. One is Nanama McBrown, who is an actress and a TV presenter at UTV. And again, I've also seen a post from, I think, something Ladia Yenini, also with a multimedia group. They are saying that you approached them, but after your approach, they found so many things fishy in your honoree, so they turned you down. Did you in any way have anything to do with Nanama McBrown and Samson Ladia Yenini?
Let me start with Samson Ladia. If you remember, I invited him to a program 2018 or 2019. They were all there. He came. And then he delivered a speech. So for this one, he did not write back to me because I know he deserves an award. He did not write back to me nor tell me that he does not accept the award. Whether you accept or don't accept, you have to write to me and tell me that you don't accept, you find this and that with us. That thing never came to us. But he's entitled to his own opinions and then what he feels like. Making his fans through what he does. He does a respectful work.
I see.
It's great. But then I remember he sent him an invitation that he's an honorary awardee. Okay. A gold star order. But then he didn't respond. And so I can't say any other thing. Okay. Nanaba McBrown, I wrote to her. I used somebody to get her for me because I wanted her to be MC of my programs. Yes, but I don't remember writing a letter that I'm awarding her.
Oh, I see.
I see her as more of an MC. She's jovial. People respect her. She's nice, beautiful. And I'm a McBrown.
So you wanted her to be an MC more than to receive an honor, I guess.
To receive an honor, we have a limit. It's a global committee. When they say it's up to 50 people. Up to 50 people. Those that got that they think is cheap, we don't know.
Oh, okay.
I haven't come out cheap. And the award is not cheap. We only want democracy to grow. We only want development to grow because sustainable development goals is about everybody. So you are a stakeholder. People are looking at you, watching you on TV. You are a star. You are a celebrity. You want to use it to help communities. They all have traveled abroad before. I don't know why they don't want to apply what they see there here. So that we don't no more travel outside, but we make Ghana a great country. Now, when somebody is sick, let me use myself as an example. I do this events and programs, researchers have gotten kidney problem.
You have gotten what? A kidney problem?
I was admitted at Confornate for more than 1 month without attending to nature's call. No urine, no toilet. Excuse me. I went to villages to do research to see what is happening and know how we can help them, then honor those who are helping. I drink their waters. And that got me that disease. I asked me when I was at Confornate if they were able to heal me. They were able to take care of me. I was referred to Rich. Asked Rich if even there was no bed, there was no chair for me to sit on for someone to treat me. I went there at 1 a.m. and was up to 4 p.m. No doctor had attended to me. And when somebody came, they were all like as if they're sitting in an air-conditioned office that nobody touches them as CEOs. Meanwhile, you are medical practitioners. You are supposed to be responsible for the patients or sick people. You don't care. I remember somebody lying beside me died.
Somebody died beside you.
I got afraid. So I had to rely on that the accident people's something. What is the name?
Emergency what?
Yeah, accident people's is like that thing that they used to take the dead bodies to the mortuary.
The stretcher.
Yes, thank you. And then blood was all around me, and I was approaching the doctors, and they were running away.
Wow.
Telling them that they should help me because I'm dying. And then one doctor came and said, why would you help the guy? He has been here since 1 a.m. and he's crying and shouting. So I wanted to use the blood to catch all of them, so that they get down to business as doctors. Now,
I see.
The administrator came and said, okay, if he doesn't have folder, now let's get him some and then he'll help him.
I see. Now, doctor, I have 2 more questions to wrap up. Just 2 more questions. Okay. There are so many allegations online. One serious allegation that I would want you to clarify is the fact that people think Dr. UN, as your name is at the moment, aka Dr. Fojo, is mentally unstable. Is there any truth in this? Do you have any history or record of mental instability?
They are fake and sick. Tell them. Who is having that mental instability that can organize such an event? They are cute people. And if they were me, if they were to put their legs in my shoes, would they have said that shit? Because I don't see the reasonable person will just write that and say that and take that person serious. I'm not ready to respond to any of their ignorant comments because they don't belong to the class of diplomatic level, nor citizen rights people. Because I did just blame somebody mentally sick and he was able to get all these dignitaries under one umbrella to receive an award and they were expected. Nobody paid money to me. Sir, could never paid money to me to So when you sit in your homes and say this, you make me a good leader. That's what I see. Other than that, I would have responded to everybody and tell them they are very fake. People, I have enemies in the system already. There's somebody who really wants, who through that is a journalist, made me stop with my wife. And after that, I haven't even named my daughter.
Wow, a journalist made you break up with your wife?
A journalist. They faked me to my wife, and after that, my wife didn't listen to her. We have never met again nor talked, and my daughter, I have never set eyes on her. She's now 1 year old.
Doctor, who is
a journalist in a country like this, and you do this fake thing, and at the same time you write about me. He has never been to schools we attended. That's why I don't want to mind him them. If you have been to the level of education you have been, you don't talk just like that. If you were not Zylofon, I wouldn't have even responded to you.
Wow, thanks. You
have supposed to got me on the line to talk to you.
Yeah, thanks.
That I protect myself. My dignity is at stake. I don't need you to give me money to travel abroad to go take care of my health. I am only a hero. I have moved with Kofi Annan. I can tell his story the way I move with him.
No, you are a hero. Doctor, you are a hero at the moment. Yeah. No two ways about that.
All along, people never want us to be superstars of our world. They don't want
Doc, to confirm that you don't have any history of mental instability. Let's confirm that so we end it.
Who is that sick person? Is the sick person who knows the sick person? Who is that sick person who discovered me as a mental ailment person? I have classmates of all levels everywhere in the world. When this thing came out, everybody has been calling me because I made my number available online. And everybody, even from White House, because we have association there unless I mention the name to you.
Wow.
So let them keep on fooling, and we are innovative. We will change our country.
Nice one. Now, Doctor, hold it for me. One of my panel members would want to ask a question. His name is Richard Amofat Sapon. He also organizes awards. That is the Ghana Tertiary Awards. He's also an award organizer just like yourself. He has a question for you.
Hello, Doc.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Doc, a quick one. I just want to make some clarification. Doc, were you appointed by the Secretary General's office, the 7th UN General Assembly?
Come again.
Yes. Can you hear me now? I'm asking that. Were you appointed? Okay.
Appointed.
Yes. Were you appointed or poached by the 7th UN Secretary General Kofi Annan to the projection of African Foreign Service to the globe articulating?
It is Kofi Annan's initiative that he honored me or made me that ambassador.
Okay, so
his initiative and how he saw my proposal to him that he made me that post or that ambassador to do the work I'm doing.
Okay, Doc, so what you are saying is that the 7th UN Secretary General, Kofi Annan, did he appoint you or poached you to work on any project for him personally?
Yes, Millennium Project, Millennium Development Goals. But all right, you know it.
Okay, Doc, quick one, Were you directly appointed to work with the UN, United Nations, after your graduation from Harvard Kennedy School?
He made us do underground research.
Who? If you say he, who, please?
It's Kofi Annan you refer to, huh?
Okay.
Because the public is listening, don't take it English only, because I speak more languages.
Very well, sir.
I want us to be down so that they can understand things.
Very well. So Kofi Annan appointed you to work right from graduation at Harvard University. Kofi Annan appointed you to work under the special agency duties for the Secretary General of UN. Is that the case?
No, this is an underground work I proposed to him.
So you proposed it. You were not given the nod to work.
No, but he never knew me from where I'm coming from. How will he know me? Until I go forward. And then I composed a song that I showed him that this is I want to compose an anthem for United Nations. And he directed me to some diplomats that made it somewhat come through. But he was to just complete it. Okay. So through the initiatives and advocates I did propose to him, I was made Millennium Ambassador to checkmate Millennium Development.
Quick one, Quick one. I want to find out this from you. Have you ever met Kofi Annan personally, one-on-one, on a conversation before his demise?
I can never tell you because this is one of the things we call as the blueprint mission.
Okay. It's coded, right? It's coded. It's encrypted.
Yes, and just like my education, people want to go here. Hey, we have been here. I've blocked all that angles until we finish our mission.
Doc, so you are saying that you cannot confirm whether or not you have met Kofi Annan one-on-one or spoken to him one-on-one before?
I've met him one-on-one. We traveled to Bonsaso together. You know Bonsaso?
We are listening, sir.
Asante in Bonsaso, the Millennium Village Project Center. I was with him. And then that's where the whole Ghana, they were doing the Millennium Village Project. I went there to launch MDGs. And then the chief there, this is to tell you that I have experienced him, I know him, he has spoken to me, and he has signed me to that. And when I went there, the chief there did not listen to the message I was bringing because they thought it was...
Okay, Doctor...
Doctor wants to land. Allow doctor to land. Doctor, please land. Doctor, please land on that note.
So the chiefs there were the two chiefs at Mansum Kwanta Bolsaso where they did the Galamsey. That's why they did the Galamsey. They were fighting over hand that the Millennium Village Project should come to the other town, otherwise they will not agree. So I wrote a letter to Otunfo. I'm coming. Let me finish. This is a hefty message I'm supposed to address at conference. But I'm telling you because you are one of the primaries.
Wow. Thank you so much, Doctor. Thanks for the regard you have for Zylofon FM.
Yeah.
But I'm shocked. No one. Doc, you have so much regard for Zylofon FM, but no one got an honorary from you. What happened?
Come again.
What I mean is that you have so much regard for Zylofon FM, but no one here, even Black Rasta, did not get invitation to be honored by your firm.
Oh, why is Black Uhuru? Where is he?
Oh, Black Rasta will be coming to work very soon.
He was at Independence. I was at Katanga. He's a big friend.
Oh.
I know he's doing well.
Yeah, he's doing very well.
He doesn't need an award to do what he's doing. I mean, he's superhero. He knows, man. He's superhero.
Wow.
When it comes to accolades, he has more than Sarkodie than Satawale. When it comes to positivity, he's a man that everybody must focus on. You know, in every year, something must happen. Sometimes the greatest people are not called. You know why? Black Rasta will be my age mate, or he'll be older than me. We can say that let's use the young toughs to transform society and make him the king of our society today. That's how I can honor him now.
Okay. Now, Doc, you were answering a question on Otumfuo's letter, the letter you wrote to Otumfuo. Maybe you can continue that now.
The line keeps breaking.
I said you were addressing an Otumfuo issue, the letter you wrote to Otumfuo, so you can continue with that.
So I wrote a letter to my and then Nana gave me all the sister schools, the chiefs of the sister schools. I should meet all the paramount chiefs and speak to them. So I met as a paramount chief. I met Nana Adisai Toku, that's a Doom chief, a much of offensive chief, all of them. I interviewed everybody. It was in a conference form. Everybody answered questions on what we went to do, and that's why I got to know that Otumfuo was even doing a educational fund.
Okay.
My research took me to all the schools he had established. At that time, it was 320 or so. So that proposal alone, when I finished with them, I sent it to Kofi Annan, and I sent stuff, and he is a busy man, so he referred me to Prince Ambassador to UN. And I showed everything to him, but I was more on my UN anthem song to unite the world. Very well.
I see. Now, Doc, I'm moving you to my next panel members. Panel member, because our time is running out. His name is Edem. He works with the Ghanaian Times, though.
Come again, the line.
Okay, Edem, take over. All
right, Doc. Good morning, Doc.
Good morning,
Doc. In one of your promotional videos, you said the Ashanti Otumfuo Osei is your life patron. How true is that?
Oh, I've written letters to him about it. He's a life patron because...
Did he accept your letter? Did he reply to accept the position you were giving him? Before you went ahead to use him as your life patron in the promotional videos?
For some of these questions, we are still sitting on it, and we haven't arrived at where I can speak.
So why did you use him as your life patron in your promotional video if he had not his office?
The video does not say he's a life patron.
It is written on his picture in the video, life patron, and you even said the President of the Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa, is going to be the special chair for the occasion. Did you write to the office of the President for them to accept your invitation for him to chair the program?
That's one thing you don't want to accept for us to grow. Nana Addo Dankwa has received more than 10 letters from our end. For one, I was referred to meet the office of the President's representative for SDGs. I've been to him. He corrected me on the things I have to do, and then I accepted it. The government of the day, when it comes to SDGs, even he doesn't have time, it's the business of all stakeholders to honor them the way we should go. But when I cross borders and they ask me about he being responsible as SDGs governor of the world, I should say yes, he is. Actually, at all his occasions and functions, he speaks about it. Eminent people, political will, advocating.
Doc,
advocating the SDGs.
Doc, please, are you aware the United Nations office in Ghana has disclaimed and distanced themselves from you using their name?
They should have done that earlier.
But you know this amount to defrauding by false pretense and impersonation.
That is not true because I'm coming. You don't want to answer. You are only talking. If you want the public to know the truth, you only keep quiet.
Doc, sorry, forgive him about that. Please, can you answer that? He's saying that you are likely to get charges of false pretense.
I'm never likely because you don't want me to talk. You're only rattling.
Okay, talk. Do you know they have distanced themselves from what you are doing?
Listen. They have not done their text. And even the disclaimer I read today, this dawn when I got a copy, the disclaimer, they don't even know our name. We are wrongly mentioned there. So I am to come out to clarify some things. They are doing their rightful work as UN, but remember the UN is you and me. It's not those who flew too high there that I went to them several times that they did not listen to what I was going to do.
I see.
Don't take the UN as people we should fear. It is not the international institution to cross borders to preach your peace.
So we should disregard their statement, right?
They have just mentioned that I even saw the name Global Blueprint Challenge Award. We are not challenged.
Okay.
And we are not Global Blueprint. They should do their homework if they say they are UN. Because me myself personally, I'm registered in the UN with several names and registrations. Because of the SDGs spearheading, decade deadline to the achievement of the SDGs. Otherwise, they should tell that the resolution 2030 is fake. And member states did not fit to make it happen. I attended the Millennium Summit in 2000.
Now, Doc, finally, Sarkodie thinks that your jacket or your suit alone should have exposed
those things. I intentionally do some things because sometimes I want to be a joker and a star out of that.
Sometimes you want to be a joker.
Because you don't respect Charlie. What is his name? Charlie. What is his name? That joker who makes sense with history.
Charlie Chaplin.
Yeah. Sometimes you speak the law we did. You speak the international relations we did.
So are you telling us? Are you saying you intentionally put on those jackets or those suits?
So you mean I don't know myself? I don't have management that advise me. I did that because I have to do that. The guy who wrote from the UN that Ghana is being deceived and co, he is very cheap. I know everybody in the UN. They want to be more like Harvard, Oxford, and that is what I wanted to break down.
All right, Doc. Thank you so much. So when are you doing the press conference? Or that is what we've done right here on Zylofon FM?
Oh, you have heard everything, and I'm going to address the world politely, greatly, because I respect everybody in our country and beyond. They should remember. They should respect human rights. They never do that. Most secretaries in our offices don't take us serious. Letters, correspondences have gone everywhere. None of them responded to us. But as an individual freelancer within the UN, number one. Individual freelancer within the UN, what organizations are related to, including the Diplomatic Council of the World. If I did all this and you did not respect us and you are taking things for granted, you want to tell me that you one day take our government for granted. You one day take my children I've given birth to for granted. You should know what we have and what we hold as American Constitution says. We hold this truth to defend and say what we are saying. So, I am saying again that let's clear the air. UNDP, you are representing UN Secretariat in New York. Do your rightful work. Government of the day, nobody can fool government and the people will be invited to the program. I have brought from no country and metro voice at Casson.
Yeah.
She and come to the Diagro because I mean, some call for Pagudi. But English, I did lexicography in London. We turn languages, any language into dictionary word.
I see. Wow.
We can convert a Hebrew word into English, and you only go to the dictionary and read and say yes.
And which university did you do that in London?
Sussex University.
Sussex University. Wow.
So these things, the names and titles will not matter. Than let's help society. Let's build Ghana. We can do it. I have been everywhere, and I know that this is the most good platform to change the whole world. You have had Kofi Annan. You might not have his type again. He has been, and he will, and forever be. Kwame Nkrumah was another. You are just making things just go like that. And one has to come out to make us real. We are realists. We are not dreaming.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Fojo.
I concur what you are doing. I have granted you the interview. This is more like the press conference. It can go everywhere in the world. I salute my awardees. It's credible. I salute you once again because I didn't get you easy and cheap. I had to suffer. I spent money in fortune the awards from Turkey and US. It's not easy getting them all together, about 500 awards plus. I mean, people I employ, about 50 people, including part-time journalists. I use them for what I want to get me personalities who deserve awards. It's not easy. We were just working as researchers underground. We are credible, and again, credible. Congratulations to Honorable S.K. Boafo, Archbishop Professor Dr. Asafo J. Sarkodie, D. Black, they are great. Those that were not invited, that we wanted them to be on the platform. Shatawale, Black Rasta. I mean, these are all people who are moving a freedom and development country forward.
I see. Now, Doc, you said that most of the awards you imported from abroad. So, like the Sarkodie's bottle, for instance, which of the countries? You mentioned Turkey and another country. Sarkodie's bottle, which of the countries did it come from?
You are going too personal.
Oh no, Sarkodie is my idol. I actually worship him a lot. So I want to know where his water bottle came from. So anytime I see him having it around, I'll salute that.
Come from the United States. He's a global icon. Remember, I have representatives in the US in more than 4 states.
Sarkodie's bottle came from the US.
Yes. Have you touched the award before?
No, I've not touched it. I've not even seen it before.
So ask him. He's a global icon. Maybe that's why he's quiet. He doesn't want to comment about something that is genuine. But he wants people to finish talking before he speaks. Just like myself. I do not want to respond to anybody until all is at a crescendo. And after crescendo, all wise people speak. Yeah, I'm 45 years. We have studied. My father is a pastor. I have attended Bible college, Bible school. There's no need me looking out to somebody in society before I do my responsibilities.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much, Dr. Fojo. So I'm sure anytime you come to Accra, we'll have you in the studio for further discussions. Yeah.
I'm in Accra this evening. We'll have the discussion.
Okay. We'll call you again this evening and we'll have a chat. Thank you so much. Hi. Jata. Jata.
All my experience in academia, he does not sound like he's academic. He doesn't have the vocabulary expertise or repertoire to sound academic. For somebody with a doctor status, he's not coming across as somebody who is sound logically.
He said all those who are saying he's mentally unstable. You guys are not
like somebody who,
you guys, so including you, like how you are putting it.
So maybe, but let's understand that he's now put himself in a public space for ridicule. If ever he had any respect for these things that he mentions easily, calling himself a doctor, having degrees from Harvard, Sammy, it's no joke. I'm currently pursuing an MBA. I've completed, I'm writing my thesis. This is no joke. To become or be given a doctorate or achieve a doctorate status or be able to apply for PhD and things like that, it's not a joke. But this guy, you can clearly see that he's delusional.
He will not be happy with you.
You can clearly see that he has a profile of somebody who is a scammer. in the sense that he thinks of himself as above everything or everybody, and he thinks that he could achieve anything and everything by just talking his way through. He's a very smart, intelligent guy. You can tell he has organizational skills. You could tell he reads wide, but he lacks understanding, and he's a bit narrow-minded in the sense that you cannot keep forging your way forward simply because you're called Mr. Forger. It doesn't make sense like that. You understand? And he needs to realize that it is at the stage where he needs to now start taking things seriously. I want to call on the authorities to delve into this thing very properly. Let's look at his academic background. The academia should not sit down for him to mention things like, I went to KNUST, I've done this in Legon, I've gone to Harvard. Somebody needs to begin to talk.
Bro, why are you doubting his education?
No, I'm saying that it's supposed to be checked. Because now he's in the public space and he's putting these institutions into disrepute. So I mean, it is not easy to achieve a degree. It is not. The government is still continuing to try and give us free education in the area of SS and tertiary. So we can't have somebody, a figure like this, who our young ones are following and watching, and he's putting the whole thing into a joke. You understand? You can't just wake up and give yourself titles and begin to act in that nature and hope that people will take you on a lighter note and be giving you money. Let's not forget that he's used these artist brands and names to achieve a certain status. I think they can take him on. You know, I think this guy needs to be stopped. And then one big lesson for everybody and everything else is always do your due diligence before you associate your brand to somebody who is making a claim or one way or the other.
Thank you so much, Stephen Krepi. Let me read some messages on Facebook. Alex Wale says, you guys have to come on TV every morning, please. It says, Rami Roo says, the guy be star now. People trying to interview him, he denied, but granted on Zylofon FM, meaning Brasami, your station is top notch. Hey, that be too much. Now, Nick Cortez says, I'm loving this guy. This one, the Dr. Global Icon. Don Ichi says, Brasami, this guy, if I meet him, police go pick one of us. How? How police go pick one of you? Kweku Sniper says, Asemno Adilotu. Hey, aye. Tony Asankoma says, I want to meet this man. Hey, Jata has his number. Jata is the only person who can do that arrangement for you. Now, Bubu Banini says, hey, you be somebody, I swear. And people are loving the song DJ Sticker played. That is Olisekeni Woye. Brasami, drink chilled water. Charlie, I've drunk enough already. Albert Nana Coffee Black says, after COVID-19, another Wahala is Dr. UN. Sylvia Chinibua Kodia says, Sarkodia's bottle came from USA. Richie says, Brasami, I'm sorry to say this. If this man is mentally declined and was able to play these big artists into this, then I'm really ashamed. I always say Ghanaians don't like reading, so they will get us like this. Richie,
sit down.
Let me wrap it up. Now, I'm said, Doctor, you an interview the police for now by studio. The police for a cuckoo and pan by studio. Shout outs to you, man.
Sit down.
Yeah, man.
You know, all these things, I am going to blame the UN for this. Honestly.
Why would you blame them?
Okay, that's my personal view. One, you see, when you check the records of what he's been doing, this is not the first year he has given such an award to personalities. I hear last year or somewhere last year he gave it to is it the University of Ghana Vice Chancellor? He's given him such an award. He's given Mr. The second Deputy Speaker of Parliament. Sorry, Deputy Speaker of Parliament. It's no joke. The person received an award from him. Not only that, Apostle Kojo Safo Jr. has received an award from him. Lots of personalities have received an award from him.
Great personalities.
Why did UN sleep on their duties? And since those times till now, UN is coming to issue a statement to disassociate themselves.
That's why he said they are late.
Very well. And
he said they are late.
Very well. And you see, in law, we have a magazine in law which says that delay defeats equity. If you have certain rights accrued to you and you delay and watch and say, I'll show this person later, you already have failed. And you were supposed to be the gatekeeper of this particular, checking of records, checking of facts, and those who use your name to perpetuate fraud and all of that. So I think UN first of all, has failed. Either there were some people, then these are just mere allegations. I'm saying that either he may have had, you see, he still speaks with so much confidence and thinks he's right. So for me, personally, Sammy, I'm thinking that the UN is just, UN is just acting in a way which shows that they themselves have lost faith in themselves. UN, don't forget, is a party to this issue. This is an issue not yet in court, but it's in the public opinions court. And for UN, you being, because he's still insisting that he has an affiliation, with the UN. And so if any statement UN makes, we cannot believe it just on the outright because it's coming from the UN. I think that we'll only be able to decide or get the full fact when he is also, because he has not released any press statement. He has given us an opportunity on Zylofon FM to hear a bit of his side. He says he has a very detailed, press conference he's going to be doing today.
But he said this is the press conference he just had on radio.
Very well. But I'm sure majority of the statement has been made here. But the few ones, maybe he's going to publish or show state agreement or whatever arrangement he has with the UN. Because, Sammy, honestly, the man, until I've heard him today, I was part of the people that felt that the man should be given fair hearing. He needs a good platform like this for him to speak. So even the note I made on this particular issue before I came, I stated very clearly that in the rule of natural justice, we say that odi otram patem. What it means is that otram patem. What it means is that you must give everybody a chance to speak. Even somebody who has killed must be given a chance to explain his actions. So until we heard him this morning, I'm beginning to feel that aside UN being blamed, he, the man himself, need to sit down, look through to himself and realize that whatever he's been doing is clear misrepresentation of fact. He is, if I'm not scared to say, this man is actually perpetrating fraud. And if you look at our criminal code, if you look at the Act 29 of 1960,
lawyer tell them.
If you look at Act 29 of 1960, section 132, 133, and 134, it gives clear explanations of what this person is trying to do right now. Even when he's not admitting guilt, it's normal. But the UN should have acted normal. University of Ghana Vice Chancellor, who has a whole staff of academicians working under his office, received a sash. It can tell African blood.
It will not be an event. It will be a process. You will receive a letter.
But still, in his office, he doesn't work alone. He doesn't work alone in his office.
I'm asking that all of these things happen.
The protocols, we broke all the protocols.
Exactly. To the extent that the University of Ghana Vice Chancellor allowed, I saw GTV, I saw Atinka TV, pressmen were there. So I asked myself, the deputy speaker, and this is a very serious thing we should take note of. This is the deputy speaker of Ghana's parliament, our General Assembly, allowed this man to carry himself. And if you read his profile on the internet, and I don't want to even blame the celebrities. Let me also make one clear, pronouncement. I don't think we should blame Sarko there. We should blame them, because even me, if I'm caught, maybe let me even use somebody bigger. Sammy, if you are caught that you are going to be given an award by Dr. Fojo and you go to the internet and you type his name, there's a very sweet profile about him there. If you like, check it. That he right from Harvard, right after graduation, Mr. Kofi Annan, 7th UN Secretary General, appointed him. In fact, he has worked on 6 national constitutions across the world. He has advised certain world leaders. His profile, you will go. No, check it. It's not as if when you go to the internet you won't find anything about Dr. Fojo. There are things there to find about him. And again, in law we say res is paliquito. What it means is that the fact speaks for itself. When I go online and I type Dr. Fojo, we are trying to educate all of us.
Oh, Richie, you bro for the mommy. You sitting now.
You imagine this. If Sarkodie goes online, if D Black goes online, if all of them goes online, or Creppy here has been given an invitation to come and receive an award, and he says, I won't go, let me go online to go and check. Creppy goes, he types Dr. Fojo, the name of his awards, and you see University of Ghana Vice Chancellor being awarded by him. You quickly see Deputy Speaker of Parliament being awarded by him. You quickly go, you see chiefs, paramount chiefs. And you see, he has even music videos of songs that he has done that has His Excellency the President being quoted as a guest of honor. He has Otumfo, and all these people watch him.
He has songs he's done that has photos of Kofi Annan and all that in it.
This is serious. So I think that the celebs should not be blamed. What else? What due diligence should they have done? Call the UN? Maybe that would have been something. I don't know whether they did. But if the mere fact, I mean, if the evidence is reduced to just calling to verify from the internet, there's there are a lot of beautiful things. See, there's one other thing that is even serious there. He said that Kofi Annan actually established an agency headed by him that was moving around the continent to ensure that certain countries have a constitutional rule. Hey, Dr. Fojo Nobis, and in fact, we even forgot to add this title. He said he's an ambassador appointed by the UN. So henceforth, those calling him Dr. UN, please, the right name is His Excellency Ambassador Doctor, but that is the title given to him. Thank you, Sammy.
Hi, Richie, you are not fair, crowd. The way you are handling this matter. Now Jerry is asking me how he's going to write all the words you were saying.
Hey.
Because Jerry wants he wants to be quoting you in his speech.
Yeah.
Now he's asking how is he going to spell them?
Oh, the first one is Odi Otram Patem. Or the Metro, and the second one is Res Espaliquito. But you see, the UN is doing something.
Yeah.
Job hot. Assembly Tiloto. Hey. Aye. Job hot. Assembly Tiloto. Hey. Aye.
Wow, the biggest thing on radio right now is on Showbiz Agenda, trending at number 4 on Twitter. Let's wrap up with the man from Ghanaian Times who didn't go to school to learn wisdom. The guy he insulted you guys. More Ghanaian Times. Why are you catch a wedding at Sammy channel? Send my greetings to your editor, I beg you.
For him, whoever comes across as somebody who is trying to analyze whatever he said is cheap. To the extent that he said the Ghanaian at UN who wrote the disclaimer is cheap.
Everyone is cheap for him.
So for him, if you come as smart as against his strategies, you are cheap. Rather, he should have rather thanked you for being smart. You know, he feels you are cheap. So I mean, when all of these things happened, I was very sad. Okay. I asked him some important question.
Okay.
In his promo, it was stated that Otumfuo is a life patron. I asked him this morning, Doc, can you confirm to us that Otumfuo is the life patron? He said he wrote letters to them.
Yeah.
The day I sent you a letter, gave you the permission to go ahead, he said that issue are yet to be determined. Yeah. So on what
they said they are still discussing that.
And on what authority did you use the photograph of such prominent person who has not responded to your letter as the chair patron, as a patron for your event? And you used the photograph of the president and stated under his photo in your promo that the president and the special guest. I put the same question to you. Doc is telling me he sent a letter to the presidency. Then now he entered into SDGs. He was not able to confirm whether the presidency assented to the letter. You see, and that shows you the level at which this award is. You know, he tries to bring in people who have not accepted to be part of his scheme, and he leverages on that to get the attention of others or to attract others to be part of the scheme. And if you are doing this, it is defrauding by false pretense. You are trying to impersonate, because all of these people are not part. And what breaks my heart is that he was able to enter into some very revered offices of our country. Like the Deputy Minister of Health, Dr. Okoboy, you go and present to him a wedding plate. How can you do that? How? And at least if you don't fear politicians, Sammy, you should fear those who are representing God here. You call Roman sisters and others, and you give them flower pots. Sammy,
yesterday I
how can you
saw,
do that?
I saw
you were not sparing the church too.
I saw a post from Halifax who went to the China Mall and saw all those gold plated.
Come to Sammy's there.
Gold plated pots. At least if you are not sparing anyone, spare the church. But you did not spare the church. And Sammy, I think there is other good side of this. The good side is that as a society, we need to open our eye. You know, a lot of things have happened to us where we did not open our eyes. But this, I think it is just like we have been cautioned, and this has also come to open our eye. We should be very circumspect. We should not easily allow ourselves. We should be, as Dr. Mensah Otebi says, we should be critical thinkers. We should be a nation of critical thinkers and scrutinize people. This man, if this man speaks to me for 2 minutes, I will be able to deduce that some things are not right.
Thank you.
Yes, let us be wide awake. This is a wake-up call.
Fellow Ghanaians.